Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if only I had more money, if only I had more time, if only I had better luck? Most people do. They think life is about the hand you're dealt. But Jim Rohn, one of the most profound personal development thinkers of the 20th century, shattered this illusion. He taught a radical truth. You don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you become. It's not about luck. It's not about the economy. And it's definitely not about who your parents were or where you grew up. The power lies in who you decide to become today. Jim Rohn's philosophy, at its core, is stunningly simple and piercingly powerful. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. If you truly understand this and begin to live it, you can get anything you want. Anything. This post is not motivational fluff, it's a roadmap, a blueprint, a wake-up call. And most importantly, it's a reminder that your future is unwritten, and you hold the pen. The laws of getting what you want. 1. Decide what you want with clarity and courage. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Most people drift through life like a ship without a rudder. They want things vaguely. They say, I want to be successful, or I want to be happy. But they never define what that means. Clarity is the beginning of transformation. Jim Rohn believed that life is not a lottery. It's an architect's project. You are the architect. You must take a blank piece of paper and ask, what do I really want? What does my ideal day look like? What kind of person do I admire? And how can I become more like that? What would excite me to wake up every morning? Write it down. Dream in detail. The more vivid the picture, the more magnetic your goal becomes. And here's the catch. Don't wait for courage to show up. Clarity often births courage. When the picture is clear enough, your mind starts looking for ways to get there. 2. Become a student, not a drifter. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you prepare for. Jim Rohn constantly emphasized reading, studying, listening, reflecting. He believed in the power of personal growth as the foundation of all achievement. He wasn't a billionaire. He wasn't flashy. But he built a life of meaning, wealth, and influence by becoming a student of life. If you want to get whatever you want, you must become obsessed with learning. Not just academic learning, but learning from failure. Learning from mentors. Learning from books. Learning from reflection. Read at least 30 minutes a day. Carry a journal. Ask questions. Stay humble. That's the mindset that makes you magnetic to opportunity. 3. Master the power of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Discipline is the rarest currency in the modern world, and the most valuable. In a time of distractions, laziness is easy. Pleasure is cheap. Discipline is expensive. But if you learn to pay that price, everything becomes possible. Jim Rohn spoke of the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. You either suffer now with purpose or suffer later with bitterness. Wake up earlier. Keep promises to yourself. Say no to temporary pleasure. Say yes to long-term growth. Start small. Keep your room clean. Track your spending. Read daily. These simple acts build inner strength, and inner strength is the soil from which all success grows. 4. Increase your value in the marketplace. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. You want more money, more opportunities, more respect? Then increase your value. Jim Rohn explained this brilliantly. You get paid not for your time, but for the value you bring to the hour. If you're being paid $10 per hour, that's the current marketplace value of your skill, mindset, and output. Want $50 an hour? You have to become more valuable. That means mastering a high-demand skill, becoming a problem solver, being irreplaceably good at what you do, communicating clearly and charismatically. The marketplace pays for value, not need. You may need more money, but the world doesn't owe you anything. It rewards those who serve it better. 5. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Environment is stronger than willpower. You can be disciplined, intelligent, and hungry. But if you're surrounded by pessimists, complainers, and quitters, they will drag you down. Jim Rohn urged people to weed their mental garden, remove toxic influences, seek mentors, not just friends. Listen to those who inspire action, not those who feed your excuses. Surround yourself with people who set goals, people who speak possibility, people who read, work, build, people who challenge you, not coddle you. Change your circle, and your life changes almost automatically. 6. Take massive responsibility. The day you graduate from childhood to adulthood is the day you take full responsibility for your life. No blaming, no excuses, no finger pointing. Jim Rohn taught that the moment you blame your circumstances, you give away your power. The government, your boss, your parents, they may be factors, but they're not the author of your story. You are. Every great transformation begins with this brutal truth. I am where I am because of me. And the beautiful part is, if you created your current reality, you can create a new one. Responsibility is the fuel of freedom. It turns victims into victors. 7. Serve others. First, the best way to get what you want is to help enough people get what they want. This might sound contradictory. You want to get what you want, yet Jim Rohn says to serve others? Yes, because success is not about selfishness. It's about contribution. The most successful people in the world got there because they solved problems for others. Elon Musk is trying to save the planet. Steve Jobs created tools for creativity. Oprah gave people hope and insight. Whether you're an artist, a teacher, or an entrepreneur, your greatest breakthroughs will come when you stop asking, "How do I get?" and start asking, "How do I give?" Give more. Then watch how fast you receive. 8. Take action. Even imperfect action. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Procrastination is a dream killer. Jim Rohn knew that most people wait their entire lives for the perfect moment. But life doesn't reward intention, it rewards execution. You must act, even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, even if you might fail. Because every action builds confidence. Every step brings clarity. Think of life as a staircase cloaked in fog. You won't see the whole path. But if you take the first step, the second one appears, then the third. Get in motion. That's how momentum is born, and momentum makes the impossible inevitable. Conclusion. Your life is a garden. Tend to it. Daily. Jim Rohn once said, "The walls we build around us to keep out the sadness also keep out the joy." His life wasn't perfect. He started poor. He lost. He learned. He rebuilt. He became someone different. That's the invitation he gives to you. You can get anything you want, but only if you're willing to become someone worthy of it, not through shortcuts, not through hacks, but through self-transformation. Your mind is a garden. Your habits are seeds. Your goals are sunlight. Your discipline is water. Plant wisely, tend daily, and watch the harvest come. Not instantly, but inevitably. Because when you grow, everything in your life grows with you. Start today. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Today. And when you look back, 5 years from now, you'll thank yourself for being the kind of person who finally decided to get what they truly want.